Okay, so from a career standpoint, can you talk about the current state of threat intel and open source intelligence as a job? Like what type, like if you were hiring someone right now, what types of skills or background or natural talents would you be looking for as indications that this is a person that could do this job really well? And are there sort of different subsets of this type of job that can fall under a big overall umbrella of threat intel?
Yeah, definitely. So, it's definitely a hierarchical kind of growth pattern.
Hmm.
Um, for the junior people, in my opinion, anyone who's done a really good job in college or in high school or some kind of program, just doing basic research, categorizing it, capturing it, and packaging it back together in something coherent is a great person to start off doing open source research or any kind of intel research for that matter.
Can
You
you
know,
can
they're
you
not
talk?
at,
I'm sorry. Can you talk about like what kind of research you would be doing in high school or college in that regard? Like, are you what are you cataloging at that age?
yeah. So in high school, there's funny enough, there are some programs in called Cyber Patriots and
Hmm.
some other programs out there that focus these guys on doing SOC type things, right?
Mm,
But really, anyone research agnostic topic wise, if you can come and put together stuff that you've done online and form a coherent statement around what this data is, source it
mm,
accordingly, screenshots, basically your own personal forensic path of how you did your research. I don't care if the topic's on how to woodwork a bed or how to take down an APT. If you're cognizant enough on how to get around the internet and package this data up into a report style format that someone like myself can consume multiple times and make bigger pictures out of, that's step one for me.
mm-hmm.
I'd rather see someone who's very capable at capturing their research, regardless of topic, and packaging it up, than someone who's focused on cybersecurity but has no idea how to write it up.
Right.
That's kind of junior stage one for me, getting someone
Okay.
who's a research specialist. So
Mm,
we have people in journalism that do this, right? We have
right.
people in legal law firms, all the support staff for legal companies that do all that type of stuff, right? Those are people who I think are critically earmarked to be able to support cybersecurity in a first stage effort. And then they come into the terminologies a little bit more. They understand the fundamentals of what the topics are within cybersecurity. And then once they get there, they can start to help package the data up and make assessments on that data. You can start to point them at particular flavors, particular locations, and have them make assessments on, I saw the bad guy in this forum talking about ABC. Also saw bad guy B over here talking about that. I think they actually mean this. That's kind
Mm,
of the next echelon. We start actually analyzing information and providing your own two bits, your comments, your assessments on info. And it's a growth pattern
mm-hmm.
for that. By the time you get 8, 9, 10 years into this, you're hopefully writing intel requirements. You're hopefully mapping this out to business risk. And then so taking it the other direction, someone who understands how to talk to a C-suite or a CISO about actual business
Oh
risks,
yeah.
but then also talk to the SOC or has
Mm-hmm.
worked in a SOC but understands business risk. That's someone who can be an intel analyst in the true sense of, we've got all these requirements from the SOC. I need to know how to map those intel requirements, those threats and all those things out, but I need to tell the C-suite why it actually matters. And that's a unique skill set. Someone who can translate business risk to actual cybersecurity risks and those threats, and then make the dollars request line up and actually get funding for all these things because you told the C-suite, if I don't get A, it's going to cost us B.
Yep.
That's a unique skill set in and of itself for sure.
New episodes of the Cyberwork podcast are available every Monday at 1 p.m. Central. And don't forget to check out our hands-on training series, Cyberwork Applied. Each week, expert Infosec instructors teach you a new cybersecurity skill and show you how that skill applies to real-world scenarios. Go to infosecinstitute.com/learn to stay up to date on all things cyberwork.